if you love writing, if you're passionate about writing, whether it's self-help, your thoughts, whatever the case may be, you're a self-publishing author or you haven't self-published a book yet, the number one book that you need to read is called Writing Down the Bones. This book taught me so much, especially in the beginning of my ghostwriting career, because it taught me the following. Number one, record your thoughts as they come. One of the issues that at least I face, and I know a lot of fellow writers face, is that we try to control our content. And by control, I mean we want to sound smart. We start writing and we want to come up with like these poetic metaphors. And it's like, wait a second, just write. Don't think about what you want to write or how you want to construct it or how you want it to sound. Instead, get yourself out of the way and just start writing. One of the things that a lot of people talk about is a writer's block. The reason we have writer's block, well, one of the reasons that I discovered why we have writer's block is because we're trying to curate and we're trying to construct and we're trying to make everything, package it in a certain way. When you start writing, whether it's a book, whether it's an idea you're working on, or you're just journaling, write as the thoughts come to you. Forget about perfection. The second thing that I learned within this book that helped me out a lot in my writing journey is to move with my thoughts. Let's face it, we have thousands of thoughts every single day. We think about one thing and then the other, and our thoughts, like they fluctuate. And it's very hard sometimes to just focus on one thing. You know what? Instead of resisting the urge to like not want to think about all these different things, because when you put them down on paper, it sounds kind of chaotic. No, move with your thoughts. And I was like, when I read that in this book, I was like, wait a second, that's very interesting. It allowed me not to have writer's block. As I move with my thoughts, it eliminated this whole idea of I'm stuck, I don't know what to write. No, I just kept on writing because guess what? Thoughts are endless. And if your thoughts are endless and you're always thinking about something or fixating over something, then guess what? You always have something to write. The third thing that this book helped me see is the importance of using simple words. Don't try to sound smart. Just use simple words. It doesn't have to be like eloquent. You don't have to use big words to describe. No, you don't have to get so specific yet. As you start, just write as you go. Simple words is going to help you write and get out of yourself, out of your head, remove the overthinking, and it will help you get through writing a full chapter. And it's incredible. A lot of us, at least for me, I know that at the beginning of my writing journey, I always had this fear of sounding dumb. Like, I don't want to sound dumb. I don't want to come across as dumb. But I found that when we try to lead with, I want to sound smart, sometimes the message that we're trying to share will not come across as clear and as impactful as we would want to, because we're using all the fluff. Instead, remove all the fluff, use simple words, and just share your message. One of the things that stuck with me a lot from this book, whenever I was just writing or I was trying too hard, there's something that she says about writing in the dumb. Like, don't be afraid of writing in the dumb. And I was like, it stuck with me. And I'm like, okay, so let me just, even if it sounds dumb, I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it. And it just makes your writing process much easier because you're not here overthinking. We want to remove the overthinking, remove the, I have writer's block or whatever. We want to remove all these ideas and thoughts that we have to get ourselves, our minds from getting in the way of us actually putting something together that could be valuable and actually finishing it. Execution, my friends, execution is so important. One of the things that I have struggled with as a writer, even after years of having written so many books for different clients, businesses, and writing tons of different types of content for so many people, and that I always felt this sense of insecurity, like it's not good enough, or am I even really a writer? I felt like this sensation of needing that, like that validation. And this book helped me, it encouraged me to understand. And I hope that it's something that you understand in this video. And I hope that it encourages you on your writing journey, is the fact that your voice is a force. Your voice is a force. There are ideas that you want to share that have this energy and that will have the impact to change someone's life, someone's thought process. It will help shine a light on a new perspective that someone probably never had. A perspective that maybe they never even thought of, but they need. That could be the solution to a problem that they may be facing. So your voice is a force. No matter where you are in your writing journey, start learning about yourself. Write as you are. I want to share this piece of the book with you before I end this video, because I feel that it will encourage you and it will let you know that writing is much more than just a function. Let me show you this. There is freedom in being a writer and writing. Freedom. It is fulfilling your function. Okay? I used to think freedom meant doing whatever you want. It means knowing who you are, what you are supposed to be doing on this earth, and then simply doing that. Your ability to write, that desire that you have to write, whatever it is that you're passionate about writing, that is a purpose that you are being called to. If you feel this, and that's something that is hard to understand. I remember, I'm going to share this with you quickly. When I was working with a nonprofit organization, it was a church. I was creating all their like workbook materials, their content. And this workbook was going to be given to every woman that attended the conference. And that's what they were going to use as one of their materials to do their workshops. And I remember I wrote the whole content. I remember that there was often a lot of times where I had to like delete everything and start over and pray again and delete and then do it again. And then until I got just super focused, I wrote. And what's incredible is that when I turned it in to the leader, the administrator that was handling all the writing and content, and I was super nice lady. I sent it over to her, and she was like, I was crying while I was reading what you wrote just in the first page of that workbook. And for me, I felt like, wow, like there is an impact, there is emotion, there is a feeling that you transfer. Like it's a transfer. Whatever you write, whatever you think, whatever you feel, your experience, when you write it down, you download it and you use, it's like a transfer from here to the paper or from here to the computer. You're transferring, but that transfer comes with a direct person-to-person transfer. And whatever you're transferring is either going to bring life or it could bring someone down. And she said this, and this is what I wanted to share with you. She said something so powerful to me. She said, you are a God-sent scribe. I had never been called a scribe before. And when she said that, I was just in awe. I had never viewed my writing function, what I did, what I love to do, what I'm passionate about, what I'm good at. I never viewed it as a vehicle toward like great purpose. I want you to view your writing not only as this like trap where you're like, okay, I don't know what to write. No, there is freedom in your writing, as we read here on this book. There's freedom in your writing, and there's freedom in you as a writer to write and impact other lives. Use your talent to help others, to serve everyone around you. The book that you produce, especially if you're wanting to produce like a self-help book or a memoir, or I want you to get really clear. Take these tips that I just gave you. Go out and get a copy of this book. Read it multiple times. And I know that it's going to help you become super intentional about your writing journey. not letting this whole overthinking take over, not allowing you to get in this rut where you don't know what to write. You're stuck with pursuing perfectionism that does not exist, and you are not seeing that there's freedom in this process and also impact. You can help someone else. And I believe that that is the most important thing that you can do. You have to think of yourself as a writer with purpose. There is purpose behind your writing ability, your writing skill. And if you don't consider yourself like an advanced writer, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, whether you're starting out with a blog and you just want to write blogs, or I don't know. It doesn't matter where you are. You are a writer. You don't need anybody else's validation. All you need is to continue to go on that road, learn, start reading quality content, because I know that's one of the things that has improved my writing, is being able to read all types of different literature that has given me so much insight. It's a transfer of information. This right here, just reading this, is a transfer of information that I turn into actual action. You have the power to help someone take action. When you write a book, you are transferring your knowledge into someone else. And when they take action and they execute on it, there's nothing more powerful and more purposeful than helping someone in that way. There is purpose in your writing, and I hope you know that. Start writing today. I hope this video was helpful. God bless you. I will see you on the next video.